Hello, hello, it's Maria. I'm a reporter here with WDW Magazine, here to take you on another magical escape. Today I am coming to you from inside my stateroom aboard the Disney Magic. I am currently sailing on a 5-night sailing here in a Navigator Verandah class stateroom. So without further ado, I am going to tour every single inch of this stateroom. Let's go. Let's start off this stateroom tour. I am stepping in. I'm just going to do it in the order of how the stateroom's set up. So stepping right in here, let's start here with our double-sided closet here. Plenty of space to hang up stuff. We've just got some personal bags in the bottom here, but we've got our life vests up at the very top. We've got double-sided space here, double sides with hangers. We also have a safe in here as well in case you need to lock up anything, as well as a laundry bag. We have the classic Disney Cruise Line split bathroom here aboard the Disney Magic in our staterooms. First of the bathrooms here is a toilet and sink room. As you can see, you can fully close off the door here, make this a private area. We've got a full bathroom vanity in here as well, double-sided lighting. Pretty bright. You can definitely do some makeup in here as I'm checking out in case you need to. You've got your sea salt hand soap in here too, and you also have some storage area here if you need to put anything. This is interesting. This right here is the blow dryer. This is my first time on the Magic, and looks like you just lift it and air blowing right out of this little end for you. So this is your blow dryer that you would use right here in the sink side of the bathroom. The second bathroom here is the one with the shower. So here we've got a full-size shower. They have the curtain here on the Magic in this particular stateroom. Straight ahead here, we've got another beautiful vanity. Again, pretty well lit. We've got the lotion right in front of us, a makeup remover wipe here too. And opposite here, we've got the Disney Cruise Line branded towels. Again, this door can close to give you some privacy. Right outside the bathrooms, we got Walt, and let's see, Walt brought his own little plush. I brought my own plush Mickey here too. We've got some glasses. You can use that for whatever you may need. These are real glass. I'm a returning Castaway Club member. I'm a silver Castaway Club member. So Disney gave me a little gift here, a welcome back gift. I got a nice Castaway Club bag, as well as some lanyards, which are really helpful because you do need your Key to the World card with you to access pretty much everything here on board. That's what you get if you're a returning guest. We've got drawer space here. These look like they're individual, but they're actual double drawers, so you can stack some of your personal belongings in there. We also have some more storage underneath this pirate picture here. Looks like a rendering from the attraction. Yeah, it's a character sketch, really cool, from Disneyland. Some more space here for some additional storage. Here's the main part of our stateroom here. This looks like a queen-sized bed that we've got in here. Really nice Disney Cruise Line blanket that's going to be turned into my towel animals every night. I don't know if you can see here, we've got little little Mickey heads here throughout the entirety of the blanket, on the pillowcases. A stateroom, unfortunately, does not come with Captain Mickey. That is my own Captain Mickey, but he's here to say, hey, look at these lampshades though. It's got the different Disney ships kind of placed all over the world on the little lampshades here with the punched out Mickeys on the bottom here. We've got some lights for you there on either side. Every side of the bed has the same little drawer and almost like bedside dresser space here. In case you're sharing this stateroom and you need to use this couch, it does turn into a bed. If you need to use that, let your stateroom host know. They will turn that down and put that back up for you every single day. This can be closed off here. You can physically slide these closed if you need some privacy. This is so cool to me. This is A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes from Cinderella. This is one of the songs that the horn plays here on the Disney Cruise Line ships, and I love that they have the musical notes there. So when you hear that music, you can actually look at it on the staff. That's pretty cool. Full-size couch here, as we just saw, that can be turned down into a bed. We do have a table here. There is a velvet stool that you can pull out in case you want to sit here. This is where I usually like to do my makeup when I'm getting ready, is right here. Really big. You could use it as a dresser, as a vanity, whatever you need here. Lots of plugs to charge things up on the sides here as well. You've got your regular plugs here as well as the international standard plug. We also have some USB plugs up here as well. Okay, so opening the drawers here, it does look like they give you a more traditional hair dryer here in the pouch as well. That's great news for me because I use a diffuser hair attachment because I have curly hair, and I was wondering how the heck that one in the bathroom was going to work. So you do have a normal sized hair dryer in here as well as tips for traveling with anything ion battery when you're on board. The center console here has some really cool things. This is good morning if you want the breakfast in the morning, the room service breakfast, this is what you fill out to put on your door the night before. You check off what you want, what time you want it at, and you hang that on your door the night before. They give you a pen to do that. You've got some stationery here, Disney Cruise Line stationery, some complimentary Disney Cruise Line postcards, and as well as just some information for you there. You've got your television here on board. You can turn that to face the bed or to face the living room, whichever room you happen to be in. Underneath here, we've got our mini fridge to store any wine or beer or anything you want to keep cold. Even more storage going on up through here. Lots of place to store things here on this stateroom. I would actually recommend putting the suitcases under the bed. The beds are high enough and raised up enough here on board to be able to slip your suitcases right underneath there. Okay, let's take a look at this Navigator's Veranda. I'm very used to the Dream and Wish class ships. This is my first time ever on the Magic. I've never been on the Wonder. First thing I'm noticing here is the wood. This is real polished wood here across this entirety of this Navigator's Veranda. The little table is real wood. All of this is real polished wood. That immediately elevates it and gives it a more elegant feel to me. This built-in bench in the wall here is padded with wood all around it. This is so cool. This is the coast of the state of Florida here, this map. It shows you where Castaway Key is. It shows you the map of all of the Bahamas. It's got all of the different maritime latitude and longitude markings on it here. There are also some really cool navigational things. I don't know if this is on every veranda or just a Navigator's Veranda. I wonder if that's why these got the name Navigator's Verandas, because of these really cool instruments that I'm not totally sure what they do here, because I'm not someone who sails ships usually, but I think these are really awesome. The fact that this is all beautiful, beautiful hand-polished wood out here, I'm really impressed with how this thing looks so far. When I was booking this stateroom, I had the option of booking a regular veranda or what they call a Navigator's Veranda. I went with the Navigator Veranda option. It's a guaranteed veranda option. I did not get to choose which stateroom I'm staying in. And personally, I saved some money by being able to book the Navigator class veranda. So instead of having this all the way across open here to look out, it's almost like it looks like a porthole area here, but it's completely open. I can fully step out here. This is fully open. I can reach out. I'm still here in Port Canaveral. There's a Carnival ship right out here is what I'm looking at right now. I will definitely come back and update you all with some views out at sea and with some view of the islands as we go throughout the different days, because that is the whole entire point, in my opinion, of having a veranda on a Disney ship, is being able to look out at the islands that you're at, being able to enjoy room service or bring your breakfast out here or have a drink out here if you brought your own wine or beer with you on board. I love having my stateroom doors open, letting the sea breeze in. The views are incredible once we get out to sea out here on the veranda, and I will update you and let you know if this affects my view, this Navigator Veranda, or if not. So all that being said, let's jump to Maria in the future after she's been on the ship for a couple days. Hello from 5 days in the future, Maria. This is, unfortunately for me, the final afternoon of my 5-night sailing here, so before I go cry and weep that I have to go back on shore tomorrow, let me talk a little bit about my stateroom here and the Navigator Veranda portion of it and what I thought about it. I thought now at the very end of the sailing would be the best time to talk about it because I've been able to have the most amount of time spent here in the stateroom and on the veranda. So I'll start with the stateroom in and of itself. For a 30-year-old ship, that is almost how old the Disney Magic is as of the time of this sailing. The stateroom is in great condition, and honestly, being on the Wish and being on the Dream, as I have sailed on both of those ships in the past, the stateroom in and of itself is really not all that much smaller at all. You have a full living space with the couch and with the little dresser, desk area, makeup area, whatever you want to use that for. You've got the TV that can turn, you've got the room separator, and you've got the bed. The only thing I personally noticed seems a little bit tighter. Not even the bathrooms seem smaller to me. The only difference I noticed is that on the Dream and the Wish, the bathrooms have glass doors, and here on the Magic they still have like the shower curtain, but they really didn't feel smaller to me. My husband's also 6'3" tall, and he said that his head did not hit the ceiling. He was able to shower just as comfortably here on the Magic as he was able to on the Dream and the Wish. The only thing I noticed is the space between the foot of the bed and the wall. Only one person can kind of like shimmy past to get from one side of the stateroom to the other, whereas on the Dream and the Wish I don't remember that being a thing between me and my husband, and I feel as though I would have remembered that being a thing. It's not an issue, it's not a problem, it's just that little bit tinier of a spatial difference between the Magic and the Wish and the Dream. My stateroom was immaculately clean. That is a testament to obviously my stateroom host. She did a really great job at keeping everything clean, and as is on every Disney Cruise Line sailing, My stateroom was cleaned, refreshed twice a day. Once in the morning when I got up, and then again in the evenings when I was at dinner, at the show. That's when they do the little cute towel animal. They give you little chocolates. All of the service, that has all been fantastic, and I honestly have no cleanliness complaints whatsoever. Everything has been immaculately clean. I had a couple snacks in the room throughout the sailing. She was sure to take the plate, wipe down the surface when I was done, so absolutely no cleanliness issues. Moving out though, onto the Navigator's Veranda. Let's review this portion of the room in and of itself. The Navigator's Veranda, like I said, I chose just a veranda guarantee class when I was booking to save a little bit of money, and I got placed at the Navigator's Veranda. I want to talk about the Navigator's Veranda. I feel as though this Navigator's Veranda is a lot wider side to side than it was on the Dream and the Wish. Like, I'm sitting here in this little booth section. The chair is opposite me right now, and it feels very, very far away. I actually had room service dinner out here on the veranda last night with my husband. I said, look how far away you are from me when you're sitting over there. And because this veranda is a Navigator, it has part of a wall to it here, it feels like an extra room. It feels like an extra room as part of the stateroom, almost more than it feels outside, but I get the view of the ocean. I get the little bit of a breeze, little bit being the key term here, because when I've been out on the verandas that I've had on the Dream and on the Wish, it's been windy a lot of times. And yesterday at Castaway, my family and I actually came back to the ship a little bit early because it started to get really windy mid-afternoon, like insanely wind-whipping, crazy sand blowing and hitting you style wind. And when we came back to our Navigator's Veranda, all of that wind was pretty much cut, except for a light breeze if you just sat over on the other side of the ship. I love that about it. Another great thing about this Navigator's Veranda and having almost like an open porthole style view is that it's not really sunny. I'll show you a view of where opposite I'm sitting right now. The middle of the veranda is in direct sunlight right now. I'm in the middle of the Caribbean, and it's the beginning of September, so as you can imagine, it's probably warm. It is warm out here right now, but I'm sitting in the shade. And if I were on a regular veranda, there would be absolutely no shade on my veranda right now. So the fact that I'm out here and that I'm able to be sitting out here in the shade, I don't have to put on sunscreen, I don't feel like I'm sweating. I love that about the Navigator's Veranda. I feel like it's really, really big. I feel like it's very spacious. Like I said, it feels like another room. I don't think upon further reflection that the navigational tools here are actually working. If they're supposed to be, they're definitely not working on my particular veranda because they really haven't moved and changed since we set sail at Canaveral first day. The only other thing I would say is you do have to kind of stand up to look out over the veranda. I mean, I'm sitting here on the bench and I can certainly see fully the water. I'll show you this view of it too. I can fully see that. But if you really want to stand up and look straight out where we're sailing front, you would have to stand up and kind of stick your head out a little bit. Overall, I absolutely love the Navigator Veranda, and if I ever sail on that, we're not going to say if, when I sail on the Disney Magic again in the future, I really might request a Navigator class veranda stateroom. I've loved everything about it. I've loved the closeness. I've loved that, yes, you still have outside. It's not sunny on you. It's not windy. I've really loved everything about it. The cleanliness of the stateroom and the spaciousness has been great. I really can't believe that it's my last night aboard here. So let's go back in time to Maria when she was just about to set sail. She'll be much happier. And that is going to do it for me here today from my stateroom here aboard the Disney Magic. A reminder that this and all of our videos are brought to you by WDW Magazine. Link is down in the video description to subscribe. If you've ever sailed on the Magic, what class stateroom did you stay in? Did you stay in a Navigator Veranda class stateroom? Leave me a comment, let me know if you did, if you liked it, or if you stayed in a different stateroom class, what did you think of it on your sailing? Or if you've got an upcoming trip on the Magic, is this a stateroom class you're considering? Leave us a comment, let us know down below. Thanks again for following along today. I've got a muster drill to get to, so I've got to go. Again, my name is Maria, and I'll see you all in the next Magical Escape.
Start your WDW Magazine membership and escape to Walt Disney World every single month. This large format, glossy magazine is filled with tips, secrets, history, and so much more. Become a member and don't miss another month of magic.